Okay, so now we're in the past again.
Before you can control the unknown sense, you must first learn to see through the eyes of yesteryear, young disciple. Your mind stores every single detail of everything you've seen. Close your eyes and say goodbye to today. Focus, breathe, then open them anew. And yesterday, he's here again.
Trippy. No. Atticusmj? Are you talking about the killer from Street Fighter? Ain't that his name? I forgot how you even spell it. If that's not who you were referring to, I don't know then. Okay, I was right then.
I feel like neither Giuseppe nor I have been just with you. For that, I apologize.
I knew you would come to your senses as soon as that Italian devil lost his grip on you. Dead dogs don't bite.
You disgust me. You're a clueless, tattletale, brown nose who doesn't understand what he copies. And it's not just the books. It's the rule of St. Francis and all of that meaningless nonsense you observants constantly repeat.
I'd rather be a brown nose than end up covered in shit, Brother Iago. And that's exactly how you will end up.
I respect you, in spite of it all. It's not easy to observe the rule of St. Francis these days.
And why don't you observe it as well?
Science, logic, and history bid me otherwise. Dark times are upon us. Giuseppe's death is only the beginning. Flee Santa Brigida and never look back. And leave Gines behind? He saved me. He gave me a new life, books, brothers. I can't do that. Gines wants you to follow Satan's path, but you believe in the righteous God. You must observe the rule of St. Francis. I would, but I'm afraid I'm prey to the same sin as Brother Gines, the sin that led Adam to eat from the tree of knowledge and condemn mankind. I want to know. Not only do you understand languages, you're also aided by demons like that painted old man that sometimes appears before you. If you really want to know who you are, you must first accept this. You are Satan's son. So what do I do? Should I devour a live goat? Sacrifice virgins? Kill myself to return to the hell whence I came? No. I must follow Gines's plan, whatever that may be.
Yeah, I don't think it's good, though.
Why did you have to die?
Who knows? Those Greek gods you love used to claim the beautiful first. And I don't mean to brag, but between you, Botillo, and me, there's just no comparison.
I will never forget you, brother.
Bottilo sure won't forget me. At least not until you find out why Father Hines calls him so much.
Did Hines give you a proper Christian burial as promised?
I think you know the answer better than I do. Whether you're ready to admit it is another story.
Yeah, the main killer of the game at the beginning, he's accused of being Satan's son. So I'm assuming that's the main mystery on whether that's true or not. I would assume he's not a good guy, I would assume.
When the Inquisition captured me, you found the dead body of my friend Alonzo, whose recently deceased corpse could pass as my own. Isn't that too much of a coincidence?
I believe you have reached your own conclusion. But remember what I always tell you. Chance does not exist. It is Satan's hand. And sometimes it uses our own to achieve its goals.
You knew that Giuseppe would die upon reading the book, didn't you?
All I had were suspicions, the same as you.
You said you appreciate me for my talent with languages. What will happen the day I'm no longer useful?
Have you ever seen me do someone harm? Don't fret. Although you are the devil's son, how could you ever cease to be useful?
Yeah, you also missed the only boobs that I know of that were in the game. You missed it a lot. You missed it a lot. Yeah, I would think you'd probably be able to throw interesting dialogue into this game. I would think. It doesn't look like anything else besides the door, which... assuming leaves, yep. Ink. Little tool, though. Face the Mordor. So I guess we need to figure out where the hell this book is being kept. I wonder why he has that on this disc.
Shh, don't tell a soul. We'll have a good laugh tomorrow. I'm going to make Brother Bottio lose some weight.
Apparently he likes playing gags on him.
Nah, the other day, when Brother Bottio was sleeping and Hines was not in his study, I snuck in through this window. It's a bit risky and not an easy feat. But oh, the pleasure that comes from knowing that I could steal something from our superior if I so desired.
That might be important to know. Favorite pupil. But I thought I was the one that didn't lose usefulness. Well, to be fair, you didn't do anything either. You just screamed. Son of a bitch, by white.
Say, Toribio, about last night.
Nothing happened last night. Nothing.
Do you think That Hines knew what was going to happen?
You take that back. Father Hines is a saint, not a murderer.
No, I'm saying because he has a lot of religious knowledge, so it might be interesting.
Where's the library?
I don't know.
Come on, you often disappear with Brother Hines. I'm sure that's where he takes you.
Of course. I'm the best copyist in the Abbey. And who else would he trust to copy the secret books?
And?
He always blindfolds me, just like last night. It's better that way. I won't have to resist the temptation of reading heretic texts.
When Giuseppe started to bleed, you did nothing to help him.
It was the devil's doing. That was Satan's blood. It could have contaminated me.
I helped him.
Then get away from me.
Later, upon returning to my cell, I thought I heard whipping in yours.
That's not true.
Do you remember that the abbot prohibited self-flagellation? Do you?
Why? Why can't a pious man pay for his evil deeds?
What evil deed did you perform last night? I thought nothing had happened.
Go with God.
About last...
Nothing happened.
What do you think happened exactly?
Didn't I tell you already? It was the devil's doing. He has possessed that book.
I thought the devil specialized in possessing people.
Are you really that naive? He can possess the very air you breathe. I heard that about 2 years ago, in a village far away, the devil possessed a hog so that it would devour the son of a noble.
That's amazing.
Reference to the beginning of the game. Well, I mean, like, from a Christianity point of view, I would think there might be interesting things. I wouldn't know.
What are you copying?
A text lacking in righteousness. Hortensius by Cicero.
If the book is everything you say it is, why are you copying it?
Because that cursed Father Ezekiel is contaminating the soul of our dear abbot. He manipulates him with his science and his art to lead him off the righteous path. I wouldn't rule out the use of magic either.
But was it not the very same book that led St. Augustine of Hippo to embrace faith?
What's that? Oh, yes, but God can write straight on crooked lines. That does not prove that the book is not impure. Furthermore, St. Augustine was a sinner before he was a saint. Grant me chastity and continence, but not yet. That.
I have no idea. Maybe Dan has something to say about that. Oh, I guess I'm not touching any of those books then. Let's see what else is around the Abbey.
May I come in, Father Hines?
My door is always open to you, Brother Iago.
Oh, I don't know a lot of old religious figures. So, like, for example, I don't know if, like, I'm sure all the main characters are all fictional, but, I mean, like, some of the names they're throwing out there, I don't know if any of them are actual real figures from history.
I don't understand why you always favor Brother Toribio.
You are the better pupil, no doubt, but you'll be better off if you draw a little attention to yourself. On the other hand, commending Brother Toribio helps me win over those he sucks up to, the observance.
What do you think of Father Ezekiel?
He stands up to the observance and understands the world through reason. So brave, and yet so naive. The only reason that governs this world is that of your father, the devil. I do prefer him over that gang of lunatics, no doubt. But I must proceed with caution and not show him too much esteem. By the way, He should be showing me how that printing press of his works sometime soon.
Don't you think our abbot is a saint?
Oh, no doubt. He has a view of the future, and would certainly embrace anything that Father Ezekiel and the like propose. But he knows that without the observance, he would lose his grip over the monastery. That's why he tries to please them, and he's not the only one.
I know you're not fond of Father Diego and the other observants.
How could I be? Their insistence on returning to the rule of Saint Francis is ridiculous. Their idea of poverty makes me laugh. You need money to preserve the knowledge of books, and a full stomach to think with clarity.
But you pretend to like them.
I must. If not, they'd rally against me in my library. They'd find out what I'm hiding, sooner or later, and they wouldn't like it.
What makes you so attached to Ursus?
His gratitude, just as yours, bonds me to you.
You saved Ursus's life as well? What had he done?
Oh, I don't even remember.
You've forgotten?
When the Inquisition wants to execute someone, they don't need an excuse. Who cares?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's clear he's lying about forgetting.
You said you would grant Giuseppe a Christian burial. Have you done so already?
Ursus took care of it before the morning prayers. Don't worry about it.
I'll pray for him.
Don't waste your prayers. Keep them for you and for me. But send them to your father, Satan. Beg him to grant us the ability to read that book.
Where were we last night?
It's best if you don't know.
Why?
You are my most prized possession. I don't want to lose you.
What if I had read the book? Would you have left me to die?
Not in the slightest. I wanted you to see the power of the book, but you're not ready yet.
What if Toribio had read the book?
That coward! He would never have even tried. I only took him to incriminate him. I was afraid he'd badmouth me to the observants. Now he won't dare.
The book has a Y on its cover. What does it mean?
I don't know, Brother Iago.
My name is Miguel. Iago is only the name you gave me after helping me escape the Inquisition. It starts with a Y.
Don't jump to conclusions.
Do you know anything about my father?
Yes. He rebelled against God and turned into Satan. He stayed in the shadows for centuries, but one day he will rise.
I'm talking about my human father, the Duke of Fuentenegra.
You don't have a human father.
I don't follow.
In order to avoid further problems with the Inquisition, the Duke confessed that you weren't his son. Years before, an old man who claimed to be a messenger of the King of Naples spent a night at your father's estate. The next morning, he had disappeared, leaving behind all of his belongings. His clothes were lying on the bed, covered in blood. And among the clothes and blood, they found a happy and healthy baby. You. The Duke, who hadn't managed to conceive an heir or bastard, kept quiet and gave you his family name. And no one ever heard from that old man again. It was all the devil's doing, no doubt. An act of your true father.
You have denied it countless times, but what if the Inquisition is still looking for me?
The plan worked perfectly, Iago.
My name is Miguel.
Your name is whatever I say it is. Miguel de Fuentenegra was devoured by a diabolical pig in that dungeon 3 years ago. That's what the Inquisition believes, and can't think of a better story.
Sometimes I dream of returning to Fuentenegra, and...
Don't be a fool. What if someone recognized you? As I've said before, I didn't give you a new life for you to throw it away in vain. Your place is here, at least until we decipher that book.
When you saved me, you were already master copyist of Santa Brigida. And Fuentenegra is more than 20 days away. How did you find out about me?
One of my most grateful pupils is now a scribe of the Holy Office. He knows of my commitment to understanding ancient books, unknown languages, and lost knowledge. When the Inquisition set their sights on you, he contacted me. I left immediately and arrived just in time to save you.
Well, that was all just a bunch of convenience.
I feel like I'm wasting my time here in Santa Brigida.
Your gift for languages is very useful, and it will be so even more in the future.
Well, I've got my own ideas for the future.
Speak.
You know how much I enjoy ancient mythology. Maybe I could focus on writing about it, like...
The fact that I allow you to read certain books does not mean you can flaunt this knowledge. Anyone who speaks of pagan myths will automatically become a target of the Inquisition. Do you wish to go through that again? Or do you have any better ideas?
I'd like to follow in Father Ezekiel's footsteps and do something with my hands. I like the forge, to see iron come to life, like Vulcan, the blacksmith deity.
Your talent lies not in your hands, but in your head. I will not let you put it to waste. Any other ideas?
Since I understand all languages, maybe I could be a missionary and evangelize the Americas.
What part of I am Satan's son have you not yet understood? Any other ideas? Listen to me. You are the devil's son. There's nothing you can do about it. Make the most of the gift he's given you.
But how? His is the book that killed Giuseppe.
Perhaps, when you decipher it, we won't have to hide anymore.
Then why don't you let me give it a shot?
I must first test it on other subjects. I can't risk losing you.
I could use a mirror to read the book's reflection, just like Perseus did to avoid turning into stone when looking at Medusa.
Oh, nonsense. Mythology is nothing but myths, legends, and lies. But the power of the book is real. You've seen it.
If the book is my father's work, why would he kill me?
Because the book is not your father. Does it have eyes? Does it know who you are? Can we be sure it will recognize you? Can we know if it has a will of its own?
Woof woof.
Well, I'm willing to take that risk.
I would protect you with my own life. If you want to risk your own, you'll have to do it over my dead body.
I think I'm not cut out for the priesthood. I'd like to get married, you know, meet a woman and...
And? Do you think I'm a virgin? I will give you, not one, but many women. When you reach the priesthood, I have planned for you, but let time take its course. What else do you have in mind?
Oh, he'll let me have all the women I want. Anything else this way? Well, let's continue this way. Maybe we'll find who's balking in the chat room.
Good morning, Father Ezekiel.
The day appreciates the epithet, but doesn't deserve it.
What happened?
Did you know that Queen Isabella is coming tomorrow to see my printing press in action? And in just 1 hour, I must perform a trial before Brother Hines, here, in this very workshop.
No. Nobody ever informs us Razzophores.
Well, there will be no trial. Somebody stole all my letter E types.
Huh?
I won't call for him. He's always so busy, he won't even remember.
Maybe you just misplaced the letters. I heard about a condition called lystexia that...
I never make mistakes. The letter thief, in all his clumsiness, tore his habit on one of the pins of the printing press.
Towards habit.
You said they stole all letters except one, right?
Yes, one was stuck in the mold and I haven't had the time to pull it out. Here, in case it helps you find the rest.
That priest ain't a good guy. I'm pretty sure that priest guy is pretty pure and evil.
Did you know that sometimes I have the strangest dreams? In fact, I dreamt that I was in a secret library within the monastery. Do you have any idea where that kind of library would be if it were real?
No. Although if I had more information, we could deduce its hypothetical location. Who knows? Sometimes the Lord uses dreams to remind us of things we don't know we know.
Seems like a good guy to you, Bill.
Do you have any idea who the thief could be?
I only know it's not me. The rest could all be guilty.
I don't think it's him, but could it be Father Hines?
I doubt it. He supported me all along, although the printing press would put an end to his privileges as master copyist. So who knows?
What about Giuseppe?
He's the Abbey's greatest prankster, no doubt, and he's been missing all morning. I'm sure he's up to no good.
What if Toribio did it?
Could be. That radical observant disapproves of everything I do, although he is a coward. Would he dare to do something like that?
What if this is lay brother Ursus's doing?
He would only do such a thing following Brother Gines's instructions. Poor Ursus. It's as if someone had removed his free will.
I suppose Father Remigio is above all suspicion.
It's not easy for our prior, caught between those radical observants and the knowledge that progress is good for the community. If it was him, rough times await us all.
What if I did it?
Okay. Act like you're confessing.
Father Ezekiel, I confess. I stole all your letters.
Brother Iago, you're as bad at acting as you are noble in spirit.
Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to cough.
Father Diego can't stand you.
Another fanatic. But his excessive observance of the rule of St. Francis has kept him far from the baths since last spring. My workshop would still reek of his nauseating stench.
What exactly are those types you say were stolen?
They're small metal letters that I place in line. When pressed against the paper, they print the ink.
You could try writing without the letter E. I could write an entire book.
Oh yeah? Please start.
Thank God Almighty for visitors arriving on this day at the Holy Catholic Sanctum that is Santa Brigida.
Ha! You said the.
How did you get Her Majesty to visit the Abbey?
Ever since my friend Johannes invented it, the printing press has enchanted nobles and commoners alike, and the Queen is no exception. Being aware of this fact, and after receiving approval from our abbot, I sent her a missive stating that Santa Brigida housed the first printing press in Spain. Now I wish I'd never had the nerve.
Nah, Dan, they weren't extreme. It was perfectly righteous. You're the one who's not following the true belief.
Why do you want to test it with Father Hines?
As master copyist, he must approve quality of all printed materials. But that won't happen now. The meeting is in less than an hour, and I don't have letters E. I won't call for him. He's always so busy, he won't even remember.
How did you get a printing press?
The inventor, my friend Johannes, sent it to me. I worked with him during my European travels years ago. He was going to send it to Segovia, but I convinced him by saying I would make the most of it, that I would show it to important people, which won't happen tomorrow if the Queen arrives and I print Isabella and Ferdinand, monarchs of Spain.
Do you oppose those who practice a strict observance of the rule of St. Francis?
Not at all. They are the ones who oppose common sense, which is the tool our good Lord gave man's aid in his survival. Diego, Toribio, and all of those loonies want to take us back into the Dark Ages. We're in the 15th century, for crying out loud.
You are a man of science. Isn't that somehow at odds with faith?
Science is the study of divine creation. How could it be at odds with faith? What is at odds with almost everything is human understanding that never manages to grasp the meaning of our good Lord or his creation. That's what science is for. to enlighten our understanding and bring us closer to God.
Is Father Hines closer to you or to the observance?
It's hard to say. On the one hand, he helps me with my research. On the other, he praises useless fanatics like Toribio. But Father Hines is an intelligent man. I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
I don't know. So we got a bunch of stone littles. Let's see what we can steal around here.
That is a periscope, invented by my friend Johannes and yours truly. Inside, there are two mirrors that, placed at 45-degree angles, allow the user to see without being seen. Unfortunately, one of the mirrors broke several days ago, and I haven't had the time to replace it. Please, take it. And if you manage to fix it, all the better.
Well, I got an idea what we're gonna do with that. Anything else? Don't look like it. I know exactly what we're probably gonna do with that. Don't worry, guys. I think I need to grind at the moment. Long rope. It complements faith. I guess it depends on what you study.
The letter thief, in all his clumsiness, tore his habit on one of the pins of the printing press.
Oh, didn't you say a habit? Isn't that like the robe things they're wearing? Well, we might be able to grind the chisel. Does it look like... Oh, wait.
A beauty, isn't she? To think that a few miserable letters are going to make her look bad in front of the Queen. A metal plate, previously inked after hitting it with leather balls.
Try telling that to people who bitch about it all the time.
A metal plate.
Okay.
That's where the types or letters go.
Tim Coy? I wouldn't have any idea. Come on, I saw it though.
That's where you put the paper you want to print on. It folds the sheet and moves it forward.
We might have to get some of that paper. Let's see if we can use this chisel on this. Yeah? Well, there's only a small handful of people here. See if I could find another mirror for it. Circular mirror. I don't know. I wouldn't know. You'd have to look it up. See if I can steal some of that paper. Well, we could question Fatty.
Nah, the other day, it's a bit...
May I take some books from the shelf?
Absolutely not. It's time to write, not to read.
Yeah, see, that's exactly what I was going to do with it. But I need the actual mirror that works for. Can't ask anything about the... It wouldn't let us, act in anything in his womb if I remember quickly when we went into it. Yeah, see, you just go straight to him.
Regarding Ezekiel's printing press trial,
Yes.
oh, nothing. I'm just nervous, that's all. I hope it works.
I really couldn't care less, to be honest. The books I'm interested in will never be printed, although it does indeed spark my curiosity.
Now, does it immediately go to the conversation, or can I... Yeah, it just immediately goes to conversation, so I can't even show stuff to him. Well, let's see what happens if I use it. Yeah. So I need a mule. Oh. That was an idea. So if I can somehow get the E out... I don't really have a lot of places to access heal. Come on, can I just grind it? I can't question anyone about the habit, the wobe.
Don't touch any of that. I beg you. If I can't use the printing press, I'll have to use some archaic form of writing. I gave that spool to Brother Giuseppe. A very fine, almost invisible, yet resistant thread. It must have had about 10 meters left when I gave it to him, but it seems he used it up.
Invisible thread.
did you know that...
Who knows?
Do you have...
Doesn't seem like he has any else. What else around?
Shh, don't tell.
Maybe going back to the flashback, maybe it'll let me use stuff. Nope. Oh, I can check the habit. Let's see. Doesn't got any damage there. He looks so evil in that one picture. Maybe it's not in the hood. Maybe I need to examine more thoroughly on the robes. Has to be fatty. I'm not seeing any damage to any of the robes. What did it say by his? I don't see anything on their robes. Can't be me. That would just be crazy. I'm assuming there's no new dialogue. Oh.
What did you do with the thread that Brother Ezekiel gave you?
Who knows? It's me we're talking about, so probably nothing good. Have a fun trying to figure it out on your own.
If I was him, I'd use it on that bill.
Nah, the other, it's a bit...
So I need to find a way to get him to go.
The letter thief, in all his clumsiness. I gave that spool to Brother...
I need a mule. But there's nowhere else to look. He just sits there. Good, him in the head. Don't have any way to light those. There's the thing for his bell. Oh, there's something I didn't
Don't
examine.
you dare bring that down, Brother Yago. When I see it, I get the urge to draw. And I've got tons of more important things to do.
So apparently that's going to have something to do with something, but I can't do anything with it now. Anything else on the roof I can interact with? Oh. Oh, we got out. Well, there he just flat out claimed Fatty did it.
A metal plate. That's where the type.
There's nothing I can really use as glass. So he seems pretty confident Fatty stole it. And assuming when I spy on him I get evidence.
The other, it's a bit risky and not an easy feat.
Why would I want to do that?
You must be thrilled now that Giuseppe is dead. No one will ever call you Botillo again.
Shh! Remember, we know nothing.
Calm down. I'm not going to tell anyone.
But the devil can hide anywhere. Only God knows who is watching us and where from.
Did you hear? Somebody stole several letters from Brother Ezekiel's print shop.
No, I didn't know. But he had it coming. The printing press is a diabolical contraption. I'm sure this is the work of an angel sent by the Lord himself to return piety to the Abbey before the Queen's visit.
You must be thrilled.
Shh!
What was that, Brother Botillo? I can't hear you.
You're acting just like him. I expected more out of you.
That's weird. Because, well, that wasn't there when we did that, and then it showed up with a check mark on it.
I'm sure.
Man, he has some badass marks on his, oh! Bam. Now I have a reason. See, the problem now is I need to solve the telescope problem now. I need to find something to use as a glass lens. What?
Shh, don't.
Let's go see if we can report our findings. Nope.
If I'm not mistaken, it must be in the east wing of the Abbey. The door has to be... That's strange. It should be where Paolo de San Leocadio's painting is.
Oh, now we can go to the secret room. Oh, the irony. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the keyhole. Looks like a dog and a hamburger on it. Oof, that's violent. So that could put the weight and the rope on it. It didn't do anything.
You know why I'm in a monastery? I sanded down the handle of a torch holder at my father's house and split the wood in two, but used molasses to hold it together. When one of father's concubines put a torch in it, the torch holder broke, and the torch fell onto her. She survived, but never again did father wish to lie with her. You know why I'm in... I sent... When one of... She survived...
That's a bit of an odd thing to pop up all of a sudden.
You know I said... When what... She survived...
I gave that spool to Brother...
Well, maybe something new will come up now that we know where that is.
other day, when Brother Botilla was sleeping and Hines was... It's a bit risky and not an easy...
Nothing does anything to the window.
I've seen you staring at the painting of the Gates of Hell a few times. Do you like it?
No, it terrifies me. Every time I sin, I go to it and repeat to myself, "You will burn in hell, Toribio. You deserve eternal punishment, you corrupt, perverted pig. Burn, Toribio, burn!"
Whoa, that's kinda...
No, I just admire your taste in art. If Turbio likes it, it must be good, I tell myself.
Oh, yes, true.
I've seen you...
No, you burn.
Me? I'm interested in the same thing you are. Each time you sin, I say you will burn in hell. You corrupt, perverted pig. Burn, Botillo, burn.
Giuseppe's demon lives in you. Say one more atrocity and I'll tell the abbot.
Ooh, that's a pretty mean threat there, buddy.
I gave that
Nothing unique to examine on myself. If I only knew where the hell his invisible thread is. Well, I guess we can go back in the flashback, see if there's something new. No, he said there was some, but it was used. I'll go back and double check. So I'm pretty sure.
I gave that spool to Brother Giuseppe. A very fine, almost invisible, yet resistant thread.
I believe he said he used it, that there wasn't anything left on it. I'll go double check.
I gave that spool to Brother Giuseppe. A very fine, almost invisible, yet resistant thread. It must have had about 10 meters left when I gave it to him, but it seems he used it up.
Yeah, so he used it.
Isn't it cold in here?
I like working with natural light. I asked the royal wheelwrights of Burgos to bring me some window panes, but I'm still waiting. For now, the only thing I do is throw salt on the windowsill to avoid the formation of ice.
Nope. See, if I could get into that window, I could go to the other window from outside, but he's still there. I'm curious what I'm supposed to do with that. I did try to use the salt on the window, right? Probably is the same rope. There was nothing about the piece of wood either. If he borrowed it for a plank, what could this have anything to do with the invisible thread? Saying we have the grindstone. None of these tool things do anything anymore. He just says he's not interested. I'm not even sure if it let me really do anything. I mean, he does.
You know why I sent when what she said.
Yeah, it doesn't even let me bring up the inventory when I'm looking at him. But there is this, which lets me do stuff to it.
You know why I sent when one of she said.
Oh, wait. Huh. I'm assuming we go and grind that. You got to grind, grind, grind. Gotta grind, gotta grind, gotta grind now. Gotta go now. Hey now. Sweet. Bingo. Now we solve that problem. Now it's time to spy on the thief. That. Weason. And that. What? Do I need to use it first and find some other thing to use? There. That's what I need.
You dropped something, Brother Toribio.
Mind your own business, Brother Iago.
Let's see where he hit it. Inside a book, huh? Nothing new. He won't let me see the books willingly. I would assume I need to somehow get that bell activated. Let's see if there's anything new in his womb. Nothing new in here. I need to get him to leave.
Are you sure the library I dreamt of could only be where the Divine Paolo painting hangs?
You can only be sure of two things. Our good Lord is foolproof, and he created me in his own image and likeness. All other creations are capable of erring.
That's kind of self-absorbed. I just wanted to show him it was fixed. How can I get him to leave? I mean, as far as I can think of, that was the only thing I can think of. A gym membership. Oh, shit. See, I feel like the invisible thread's gonna have something to do with this. My question is where the fuck it is. Hmm. So either A, I need to get the invisible thread to somehow wig that bell, or B, I need to somehow get him to leave so I can use the bell string in his room. But there's no new conversation points or anything, and I can't present items to him. Hmm. Where's your zombie if not in the dream world? What?
You know why I said when what she said.
Oh. Well. I didn't see that coming. If only had like a... Oh, the dude with the blind eye? We haven't seen him out here outside that flashback. So it's like a Phillips head. If only had a way to jelly wig it. So why is it showing me this image? Nothing else does anything. Maybe I can just ask him about it. I don't know.
I've seen you snow. You burn.
Did you hear?
No, I'm sure.
Do you think that Hines...
You take that.
You must be... Shh.
What is it that I'm missing? We unveil the keyhole. Can we bring it up as a conversation point? Nope.
I gave that. It must. A metal plate, previously inked after hitting it with leather balls. That's where the...
I wouldn't imagine anything doing anything here.
Don't touch any of...
What if I do want to touch any of it? I am not sure what the fuck to do. But the question is, how are you going to? If only I could throw something in there. Okay, I wanted to see if actually being at a different angle would do something. Oop. Mike decided to move forward a little. Oh wait, I didn't realize the statue was examinable. Sadly, not anything to do with him. We got a random shackle we can attach the rope to, but it won't budge. Can't do anything to the torches. We got a keyhole to show up, but we don't have anything that can fit in it. Too thick. What if would it let me trim it down now? Probably not. Nope. Doesn't even give me the option.
I gave that it.
No. Nothing else actable. I am honestly at a loss of what the fuck to do. Because I know it's a book in front of him.
Nah, the other day. It's a bit risky.
About last love. Where's the light? Come,
Of course.
and
Always.
did you
No, I'm sure.
What do you think?
Didn't I tell you already?
I thought that
You really I heard.
that's a...
How will you manage to get the littles without him noticing? Yeah, puzzle adventure games can get kinda annoying sometimes. I can't wrap anything around the rope to throw over the... See, I don't know where this thread is. Visible thread. Visible fucking thread. So, come on, man.
What did you do with the thread that Brother Ezekiel gave you?
Who knows? It's me we're talking about, so probably nothing good. Have a fun trying to figure it out on your own.
Visible thread. Don't see anything odd on him. Visible thread. I can't see it at glance. Do I need to take the... Can I take the piece of glass back out? Yes, they cannot. Don't have anything else. Well, we got an idea what to do. We just need now another mysterious freaking thing. Ah, damn it. You know, the thing that I find annoying so far in this particular game, though, is that you have such a small amount of space. It gets kind of annoying when you're in a situation like this, because then you're like, come on, there's only like 2-3 rooms. What the fuck?
I think it's the first time I see you working without your specs.
That's my fault. When I saw that the letters E were missing, I searched the entire workshop. I was so nervous that I accidentally tossed them out the window.
Oh. Well, shit. Well, I figured the window was gonna come in, but not like this. Bingo. Some progress now. Aha! I had a feeling of that. Well, sadly, that's just how adventure games are a lot of times. Unless you're really, really clever all the time. Something's going to eventually stump you for a little bit.
That bastard. Call Father Hines immediately, and have Botillo come as well. I won't denounce him. The look on his face will be a greater prize.
Ooh. Yeah, I think he's in for supplies. Ooh, we got heal. Why am I all of a sudden getting the opportunity to jump? Oh, he left the womb. Why do I still have these on me? Well, I'm gonna assume his study's locked. Oh, there, I see now. Oh, I need that. There. Now we can go. It's too short. It's too fucking short. Fucking damn it, game. It's on the floor. So what? He was whipping himself? What the fuck? Weird. The giant whip. Belmont would be proud. But that's just barely a little extra. Belmont this shit. Yeah, now we got it. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, looky. It's ugly.
Hello, Ursus. I forgot my scapulary in Father Hines' study. Can I come in to get it? Hello, Ursus. Father Hines wants to see you. Hello, Ursus. You've got tomato sauce from lunch on your face. Whoops. No. Hello, Ursus. You know, sometimes I feel isolated just like you. I think in non-existent languages. Not even I understand myself.
I don't think anyone's gonna ever understand him. Alright, well, I guess it's time to see if we born in hell. Uh-oh. That's not good. He's gonna go wet on us.
Ha! What did I tell you?
Brother Iago, this room is forbidden. How did you find it?
It was pure chance.
Only you have the key. care to explain?
The boy has done the right thing, Remigio. He seeks wisdom, like we all do. Knowledge is power. Power to transcend.
Oh.
Power to be...
Oh, God. What's happening? I can't stop reading. Oh, God. I can't see. I'm blind. Where is your justice, my lord?
I'm sorry.
Shut up. Your recklessness has separated us from the book. Father Remigio has called the Vatican Courier so that the book is taken to the Holy See.
Before...
Yes! Before they take it away, we must find it and steal it.
Before you came, I read part of the book, and I understood it. It's about... You won't believe this. A transmutational ritual that turns men into something different. Immortal beings. Look, this odd coin is the key.
I knew I wasn't wrong about you. Get ready. We leave at dawn.
What?
Follow me, son of Satan. Together, we shall defeat death.
Yeah. Some burial. Just left his corpse out there. Wasn't he worried about someone finding that?
Congratulations, Mr. Yesterday. The state of the Neo is enviable.
Thank you.
How much are you asking for it?
Why don't you tell me how much? You certainly have more experience than me.
You're an intelligent man, Mr. Yesterday. I'd love to say yes right now, but I never decide on the spot. Antiques require time. Let's do this. I have your card. I'll call you. Tomorrow I leave on a trip, so it may take me a couple of days to get back to you. Shit. Now leave me. You've made me lose too much time already.
Sheesh, what a nut house.
Amanda Royce.
Start now. It's done.
I'm sorry, Vulcan. My good Vulcan.
The fuck? My Vulcan?
Please, Pauline, be sensible.
Sensible? It's you who's always changing their mind for no reason. 2 hours ago, we needed that sale to save the shop. And now you leave everything for a fucking book.
It's not the book. Don't you get that?
No, John, I don't understand. Tell me. Why suddenly are the Neo and Baxter no longer important?
Honestly, I really don't think she's as interested as we thought she'd be.
So, you made me waste the whole morning because we needed the money. And now, not only you surrender, but also spend a fortune on some plane tickets?
We can delay some payments. It wouldn't be the first time, and this is important for me.
Well, if I can't convince you, I can only support you. Keep me up to date, will you?
You can count on that.
Okay, now hurry up. Don't miss the plane.
Oh, and take this. Baxter gave it to me. It's supposed to be your card.
Okay.
She's pretty pissed. The damn John. Damn you, Johnny Yesterday!
What if I offer you 200? I told you I can't. 300. It's just a tiny change of seat.
I'm sorry, but...
400. I'm terribly alone, and he'll be more comfortable here.
Please, don't insist.
500? My last offer.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, honey. And please, bring me 2 margaritas to celebrate, will you?
Here, sir. You can sit beside the lady. Thanks for your kindness, and sorry for the inconvenience.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
Hi. I'm sorry, but there's been a problem with my seat's oxygen mask.
No problem. It's my pleasure. I hate flying, and I asked for 2 drinks to put me to sleep as quickly as possible. But since I have you as company, maybe I don't need these.
No, don't!
Here's to coming back home. Hey, have you been away for long?
Actually, I live in Paris.
Oh dear, don't tell me you're another casualty.
Casualty?
The victim of a French girl. I don't know how they do it, but whenever they see a handsome American, au revoir, New York. Bonjour, Paris.
Yes, sort of.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have brought that up. Did you two have an argument? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
Oh no, don't worry. Maybe it'll be good for me to talk about it.
Who's to blame?
It's nobody's fault. Or both. We argued over the same old shit. Money. I get anxious. And she got nervous too. Eventually, she calmed down. And everything's okay now, I think. Sort of.
Oh, I'm so sorry. How funny that we should meet here now. My story is very similar. The only difference is that there's no way I can save it anymore. Do you know what you'll do when you see her again?
I should tell her I'm sorry. Sometimes I just don't listen to anybody. She says I'm a busybody. That's why I'm no good at restoring antiques.
Maybe you're right. Let time take its course. Hey, in the meantime, the important thing is what you'll do in New York. I have an idea. I can show you how much the city has changed while you've been away. What do you say?
Thanks, but I have very little time.
That's a shame. In any case, take my card. You never know.
Why the fuck did she drug me?
Oh, thanks. I think mine are in the...
Are you okay?
I had a very...
I'll give it back to you in no time, dear.
Uh-oh. He did not drink that much of his glass. Like, the whole thing was gone. He only took a sip. There was magical shenanigans going on here. So many bad memories.